Hello and welcome. Yeah, here today we are looking at bread and butter. This is a brotato-like roguelite. It's pretty fun. Just came out in early access. Give me 1 second. I will. All right, wanted to check. It is a released in early access on the 23rd, I believe. I literally just read it. My brain is not working today. I apologize about that. It's like $4. So again, it's like similar to brotato. You'll see what I'm talking about. If you like the gameplay you see here, though, we link to the Steam page in the description. If you want to help the channel grow, subscribe, like, comment, YouTube things. All right, go. All right, so one of the things I like about this too is that each of these guys, each of them has their own sort of thing. I wonder if there'll ever be a mode where you can like mix and match. That would be interesting. But each of them does different things. So, for example, this guy basically dashes through enemies to kill them. This guy just kind of circles around you and does that sort of, oh no, this was the guy. This was the guy. He orbits you. But the interesting part is that he's eating your bullets and then shooting them. It's a very interesting thing. Like, so each character and character set has an interesting things, and they have their own available weapons, just like you would have in Brotato. And I have not managed to beat even the first level yet. So bad. I'm not great at these, and this one is definitely on the hard side right now. All right. Okay, so my best success has been with Butter Blaster and just going as much ranged as possible. But there's something on the Butter Blaster that I need to figure out, because every once in a while it doesn't seem like it shoots. Like sometimes until I get a second firearm, sometimes it seems like the Butter Blaster doesn't actually shoot. There's no projectile and nothing dies, so I get very confused by that one. What we're going to do today is, this has a bit of a range, but it's not huge. It's like it's still a melee thing. Look, it has that. All right, so we'll go with a shotgun. I think the shotgun's gonna be good. So like I said, each of those guys has their own thing and everything. I apologize about that taking a little long. I'm super tired. I'm very happy, actually, for anyone who was paying attention to the sleep study, which I usually talk about the personal stuff afterwards, but since the gameplay in a Brotato like is fairly simple in the very beginning, I figured I'd just get it out of the way. The sleep test actually got delivered early, to the company, so they can give my doctor the sleep study report, and then they can go, yeah, maybe this guy should should do something over like this, so that he can actually. I don't get good sleep. I'm constantly tired. I'm gonna take the croissant, even though we're gonna focus on range stuff. But the croissant actually does do. It's a boomerang, which I think is kind of funny. Well, maybe we will. Maybe we could always. I mean, this particular character is not bound to anyone's strategies, so we could always try to like croissant it up, turn it into croissant damage dealing. I haven't quite had the luck to get a like heavy into one or two weapons yet. Ooh, yeah, I'll take that. All right, give me 1 second. All right, we can start pumping up our crit chance. That would be a good idea. Attack speed is also a really good idea. I think we're gonna go with attack speed though. Okay, McToasty Face. Here's the one thing: these do have a chance of dropping a lunchbox, and I've had those lunchboxes drop a couple times from them. Worth it just for that. But it also spawns toasts, so you can heal. So that works really well. I probably should have took the fork, but it's all right. All right, so let's lock this and then buy that, and then we're good to go. Are we going to go melee or are we going to go ranged? Because the skewer is interesting because it can basically like zap a bunch of dudes at once. But the problem with that is that it is it has no code. It is a very straight, very thin line. Oh, let's go. Oh! All right. More lifesteal. And you do need something to keep you alive. You're going to want a combination of all these things. the game actually ramps up pretty fast into pretty rough stuff. All right, let's go get rid of you. Don't know what the ball does. Or we could go into... Rubber guns are fun. They don't deal a huge amount of damage, but they are super fun. And we could just sell out these after we get them. I think we might try that. Let's see how that goes. See how this next round goes. You can mix and match. Usually when I'm mixing and matching, I always feel like I'm having to put too many points into. Well, actually, there's not a lot of upgrades that are very specific to a weapon type either, though. This is one of the games that has the balance of, like, most of your upgrades have, it'll be like +5 damage but -1 range and stuff like that. Which, depending on how it's done, can be very fun, or it can be very frustrating, because sometimes it'll feel like you're just fighting against those. You're fighting against modifiers that you had no choice with. You know what I mean? Sometimes, but it seems to be pretty good, which is good. Now, we haven't taken either of the damage on that, so we can actually still do this, and we can actually get some health regen. All right. All right, let's take this rubber gun, and I think that means that we're officially going to sell these things. When we get to a place where we have more. Like, they'll lock down that butter blaster, and let's go. Like, once we have something to replace it with, not before then. In the meantime, we'll just keep it. Now, one of the cool things I like about the bounce gun is its projectiles are the color of its rarity, which I really like that touch on those. I think it may actually be that way with more than just that too. But yeah, I really like that touch because it kind of. The first time I saw it, I was like, "Oh, what is that? What's going on?" I also like the at the top up there. If you notice the little sun going down. Okay, we barely made it. If you look right up here, that's another one of those things I really like is the little sun timer as it goes across and distracts me and gets me killed. Let's see, crit hit chance. Attack range isn't actually a bad idea, especially if you're doing like shotguns and stuff. Fantastic stuff. Crit chance is tempting, but I think we're going to start some evasion in here. Okay, we're going to buy you. No. Yes. That's just free for us. That's tempting. Okay, rubber gun. Do we have one that is in the... Yes, we do. We have enough money. Yes, we do. 2 good things in one. 10 move speed, giving us this. We'll lock you in for next, and we are good. Now we are invested in range. So we'll try to focus on getting ranged for all those other slots. Now, in this game, I haven't quite figured it out, and I will say I haven't managed to beat it yet. It is just come out in early access, and the developer reminded me that it had it, and if you see this developer, thank you, because I for some reason I had this problem with my Steam wish list where games like randomly appear and disappear on there, and I don't understand at all what I did at some point to cause this to happen. Because it's just so weird. Because my fans have been like, hey, this game that you put on your wish list like 6 months ago came out. I'll be like, oh, cool, which one? And then I'll go look and it's like, why is this not on my wish list? And I'm just kind of confused. Ooh, very nice. And he has a 4% chance. Both of those. Oh, I need to try a run where I really heavily invest in the companion. Oh, we don't have any money. We don't need to do that. Where I really try and heavily invest in the companion. Because I think you can get pretty chunky with it. Because my companion was doing... When I had done quite a... Because I wasn't really getting any of the weapons I wanted, I had done quite a few companion-focused upgrades in one run. And I know my companion was hitting for like something like 24 damage when I was hitting for like 16. So I really want to know like what a companion build is going to look like. So this is very early access though. I will say that. Like don't get me wrong. There's I don't know if it's more than one level because unfortunately I haven't beat that thing. But yeah, it's got a couple characters and it's early access. It just came out in early access. So it's got a ways to go in development. Hit point regen, if we do that again. This is one that actually trades away a lot, and in these games, I really like being able to trade one stat for another, even as long as you can sort of work out neutral trades. I think we will on that one. And tempting. Yeah, we'll go ahead and do that. That's tempting, but I don't want that minus 2% damage, and we don't have anything that explodes at the moment. Ah, okay, so we'll get rid of you because you can't go very far. We can get you, and you're already green, which is nice. All right, let's see what else we can do. I'll take that. I will not take that. Nope. Maybe. Okay, that would put us at 10, but that's 10. So hit point divided. So that would put us at 1 hit point a second regen versus 2%. Okay, I think we're gonna try it, and then we'll go. I don't think I've ever had my regen up quite that high in the early access. I did in the when this was a demo, but I don't think I've done it in early access yet. These is that what is that? Is that what is that? What is it? It looks like a beet. Oh, beets. Ugh. Not my flavor. Very much not my flavor. I'm sure somewhere someone has made one that I would have been like, wow, that was amazing. I haven't encountered it. All right. Yeah, I do really like the little sun thing at the top. I do think that is a really good touch. And hey, we're actually getting some pretty decent range in here. I was actually surprised at how far we've gone. I just jinxed myself. I realized that after I said that. And now it's all going to go. All right. So I think we crit chance so that we can start building that up. Trade 1 luck for 1 range damage. That's not actually terrible. I mean, luck's a little harder to get, but it's not terrible. Bleed chance? Do we get it? See, I never know whether to get bleed chance on a on one like this. Sure, let's do some bleed chance. -2 evasion and 3 armor. No. Yes. And that means we can actually buy this, and we get this crit for free, basically, because we already improved the other one. Yeah. Neutral trades. All right, Butter Blaster. You are blue versus blue. Now you are purple. Let's get you. Oh, do we want that? No. All right. Okay, we're good. Our damage is pretty okay. I can tell you now from the crowd here, though, we are a little bit behind on pure damage. And I think I have to focus more on maybe getting... maybe I need to focus more on making sure I have a few weapons upgraded to a higher level. Thankfully, Butter is out there doing work for picking up stuff for us. Let's unleash both of these. Ow. I will say that 1 hit point, that's a pretty deep investment for 1 hit point a second, but it is paying off. Like, if we can stay ahead of them for just a little bit, we can kind of do our thing there. I mean, I took that damage intentionally. I was hoping to get those two toasters, but it was not. Luck was not with us. All right. Range damage. We could do. We've already got a little bit. I think we're gonna go into some armor again. I really like to have defense in this because it seems like it's just sometimes it's really, really difficult. See, this has got the explosive damage, and it's so tempting. Wait. It's so tempting because we have that still. Okay. So now, do I change the Butter Blaster for the shotgun, or do I keep the shotgun? That's 21 damage. That's 7 by 2. I think we're going to recycle that, and we're going to buy this for now. Reroll. Buy that. -1 move speed. 4 attack speed. We'll take that. Don't want to get rid of my armor. Oh, if I did get rid of my armor, it would get us back into the life steal, though. I think we'll do it. It's not the greatest trade, admittedly. Aw, my shotgun. We could get rid of this bubble gun and grab this shotgun, and that would be an upgrade. Okay. Get ourselves some bleed chance. Not gonna do that. Oh yeah. So the things I like, one, I like the little side character. Again, I have to try to focus more on the side character on one of these belts. Oh my gosh. Everything in here is so tanky. And I am not. Oh, we're gonna die. That was my fault. That was totally my fault. I just didn't realize they were going to be doing quite that much damage at that point. Like I said, I haven't managed to beat it once yet, which is kind of. I'm gonna try this guy though. He's got less move speed and he's got less attack speed, but he's got extra damage and projectile size. So here's my thought: we take this guy and we put a. We give him the shotgun. Given how bad I am at this game, this will probably still be a 24-minute video. We'll give him a shotgun, and then if our guy up there swallows the bullets, I think it's gonna make a difference. Oh, there he goes. Oh, okay. Oh, I wonder if we could. Oh, let's try this. Okay, so 5% damage or attack range. Attack range is actually kind of tempting on this one. Attack speed, but we'll go straight into damage here. We're already in minus attack speed, so we're definitely not doing that. Definitely not doing that. We could croissant it up again, but I don't think we're gonna croissant it up. It's tempting because I know if I re-roll, I'm not gonna have enough to actually get it. That's why it's tempting. It's like my brain's just calculating. I'm going, yeah, nah, you can't do it. Oh yeah, hopefully whatever the sleep thing is, they'll help me fix it. Yeah, this game definitely, like I said, hard. I'm always bad at these brotato and there was another one, basically the small room battlers, the entire sort of section of them. I'm always bad at those. Just not great. Not great at those at all. Okay. I was kind of hoping we'll get some attack speed in here somewhere. All right, we got damage. I think we're going to go, you know what, we're going to go with that. We'll go with that. I'm still going to need some attack speed, but I don't know where we're going to get it. Phew, this is different. Okay, we could trade this for attack speed. That'll give us a little bit. Now, we can grab both of these, or we can lock this. Don't want to trade range for lock. That doesn't seem like a good trade. That seems suspect. I don't know that is going to be a good trade. But yeah, yeah. Thanks. Other than me being bad at them, this is pretty good. And there was there was the way the normal things from like brotato, how you level up your weapons and all that stuff, really works as in this sort of thing, which is why there's a lot of decent ones. Like Noobs Are Coming is a really good example. There's a lot of decent ones that do this very well. This one does it really well too. So it'll be cool to see what kind of like stuff they add over the course of the early access. Do we want the armor first or do we want the evasion? Technically, we could get the damage back, but I think we're going to go with the armor. Buy that. Let's buy that. And we'll go ahead and go to the next wave already. Yeah. For some reason, like I said, the only weird one I've seen was that sometimes it felt like that one, whatever the like the deagle looking thing is. Sometimes it doesn't seem to go off when it's your only weapon. And it may be doing that when it's not, and I just don't see it because other things are firing. It was kind of weird. Oh no. That was my fault. That was 100% my fault. I wasn't paying attention. I was not paying any attention. My brain is so fried. Let's see if we can get somewhere here. So yeah, the gameplay is good, and the way the way it's laid out and everything is really nice. I like the duo characters. I would like I said, I would love to see, like, you know. Well, first I'll have to get through some of this progression so I can see if there isn't systems past what I can see right now too. Let's go with the damage. All right, move speed for damage. No, not on him, not yet. Okay. None of these are what I was looking for. Not gonna lie. Yeah, these games I'm really bad at because, like, if I'm not on my game, since you don't have a dodge or anything to get out of to get you out of jail free, they can be more difficult, especially right now. Like, I'm right lately I've been playing a slow-moving stealth Metroidvania and a bunch of other of these a bunch of card games. So, like, right now my brain's just like, I don't know what to do. This requires a level of intensity that the previous things you were doing did not. Yeah, I think, and here's my guess. I think that you do have to get a little bit lucky, but I think that you need to build up 1 or 2 guns, if at all possible. And then at that point, the higher damage, since they scale up pretty hard towards the top end of the weapons. At that point, I think maybe 1 or 2, like, if you see it in the store, you go for it every time, kind of things, might be really good. Like, if you were to say, like, okay, every time I see a rubber gun in the store, if I can upgrade it, I'm gonna upgrade it. Because when you go from this, like if we go over here, that 7.5 goes up to 12.7, which isn't double, but it can often be the difference between one-shotting something and not one-shotting it, which is important. Oh, we'll grab one of those too. Okay, let's go. So, like, it can be the difference. The difference being, again, if you're one-shotting things, then you're at the best efficiency you can possibly be in. Once you start not one-shotting stuff, you can kind of get overwhelmed really fast because, oh, ouch. Or you can just get hit a bunch like me and dive directly into them. Ow. Where is my brain? Not here. I do apologize about that. Like I said, I'm kind of a little tired today, so I should be able to be better at this. All right, more life steal. Yes, please. Is it worth it? Because our life is really low. I just noticed that. Oh. Gives 1 extra hit points on... Oh, that would be especially handy for us. Okay, -2 life steal for 6 hit point regen. Okay, I think that's going to be more reliable. So let's go with that. And we're going to save. I don't know if it's going to help me, but we're going to save. But yeah, I feel like if you can get something up to a decent level early, and you can keep that pace to where you're still keeping most of these... Because it's not the big guys that get you. It's when your damage can no longer outpace the small guys and they're chasing you around the screen is when you know, pretty much all my mistakes are made. So it's just a matter of figuring out which strategy is going to keep you ahead of the damage curve like that. Right. And then focusing very much on not being where I was just at. All right, let's see. Ranged damage, yes, please. We could go in the crit. All right. Okay, so now we can trade that and get So we're ahead of the game in both stats now. That works out great. Still don't have enough of those. Which does make re-rolling kind of painful. Alright, let's go. Hopefully we can at least get to like wave 10 before I wipe out this time. Yeah, like I said, it is early access too, so you kind of expect, you know, like there's more of everything, and these specific type of games like Brotato are intended to be very challenging because usually the way they do like their difficulty scales and everything like that is even at the beginning. In fact, at the beginning you tend to be these types of games you tend to be basically at your weakest at the beginning, and I know that's not unusual in a roguelite, but it shows a little bit more in some games. And this genre of stuff that Brotato likes kind of usually do that a little bit. Man, okay. I mean, that's a lot of range damage. Let's grab that. 2 melee. Oh, interesting. Nice. Okay, so we have enough to buy one. I'm gonna buy that one, and then we're gonna keep that locked. Reroll one time. Do we got anything? Oh no, but we would lock that too. All right. Now I'm starting to get slow, and that's maybe not gonna be great. Oh man, this week. I am so tired. So tired. And it does show. Like my gameplay is not as good as it should be in the videos where I'm very tired. So hopefully whatever this at-home sleep studies says is helpful. We're not too bad right now. Our region is approaching fast enough that we can get dinged and not necessarily break from it. If we could get a few more... Oh man, I really do need attack speed upgrades though. But if we could get just a few more things for like safety, we could probably do pretty good. Tempting. Because at 5%, that's a lot. We would be healing fairly well on the regular, but we could get rid of that problem. Alright. Crit chance? Do we have any? No? Okay, let's get some. Alright. Everything wants my lifesteal. But that is a lot. That's 4 range damage. Ooh, lock that. I don't know. I'm buying you and you. We'll see you next time. I don't know. That's a lot of, that's a very large amount of, that is a very large amount of vampirism that it would be trading for. I mean, the pierce chance is what I'm looking at it for, because the rest can be had elsewhere, but the pierce chance on that was 8%, I think. That's pretty good. Would it be worth it though? Because that vampirism, even at 4%, is still doing a lot of work. I'm dead. See? There I was. I was distracted because I was thinking about it. I was trying to calculate that in my head, and I'm like, okay, which one? Okay, is this going to be this? Is oh. All right. This just came out early access just a few days ago. It's a pretty fun game. Again, there will be a link to the Steam page in the description if you wanted to pick this up for yourself. Sorry, this whole video has just been me being like derpy. So I do apologize for that. If you enjoyed this video, hope you come back for the next one. Most of all, as always, have a great day.